Hey Eddie, how you doing?
Doing well, Reb.
Good, good. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
So you go back to Europe next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next Saturday coming up. Go
Oh, okay.
back and long flight, 10 hours.
Fuck yeah, yeah. But you have a show next Friday, yeah?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Last show before with Eddie and the Scorpions next
Oh,
Friday.
I wasn't sure whether it was the new project or Eddie and the Scorpions.
Yeah, it'll be with Eddie and the Scorpions at La Santa.
Oh, good.
So
Good, yeah.
we have one of our buddies from the area opening up for us. They do more of a psychobilly thing, and
Okay.
a couple of the local artists that throw events in the area that are doing the DJ. So
Okay, cool.
it'll be a pretty good time.
Yeah, it'd be good. We've done a lot of shows at La Santa, so that's good. And
Yeah.
it's of course the home for the Desperados and
Yeah.
all the Santa Ana guys, So that's good. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Heckling, get off the usual shit. So folks, this is obviously Anthony Eddie Lopez.
How you doing?
And we're having a little chat again, which is great. So tell us what about the move recently. So you left the country. What happened?
Recently, I just moved to the Netherlands about 7 months ago coming. At first, it was something I never thought I would move out of the U.S. or out of, Southern California. Yeah, I met a girl out there.
What?
And yeah, she's the one for me.
Yeah, that's good.
So
That's good.
yeah, and that's the reason I moved out there. And it's been really good getting settled, meeting a lot of nice people in the area, people in the rock and roll scene, different musicians. I've been a barber for a long time, as you know, so
Yeah.
just finding work out there, meeting some great people. And
That's cool.
It's going real well. I like it a lot.
Well, the other big thing that happened, Eddie ignored, he's going to get into a lot of fucking trouble, is he did get engaged to
Yeah,
Peggy.
yeah.
So you went to Holland, got engaged to
Got
this lovely
engaged.
lady,
Yeah,
which is
she's
great.
she's the one for me.
That's great. So you've been cutting hair in Holland, and
Yeah.
have you been working on the cars or anything?
I was working on cars for a little bit, but at the moment I'm trying to just focus on one thing. That's my biggest thing, is I like to do too many things at once.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe it's easier if I just focus on cutting hair for a while and just get my foot a little more steady and still getting used to the country, the culture. It's really different, but it's nice. Everybody's really cool out there.
Well, you remember before you went, I was saying that I was a bit worried, like, what the fuck you going to eat when you were living
I
in
know.
Holland?
They don't have too many tacos out
They
there.
do
Brad.
not. They not. But they have other good stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there isn't really any Dutch food per se.
There is actually. There's a lot. It's more of like the home cooked meals. I'd say. A lot of the Dutch things is like they have a lot of fried snacks and stuff. But with the home cooked meals, there's some good stuff. And my father-in-law, he's really good at making some of the Indonesian food.
Oh, I love
Dutch Indonesian
my favorite
stuff,
food
and,
is Indonesian
and some of
food.
the old school Dutch cuisines, and it's growing on me. I really like it.
Yeah.
They do a lot. One of the misconceptions about Netherlands is they don't know how to use spices, but they really do.
Yeah,
They just
they're subtle.
yeah,
They're-
they're subtle with it. They do
subtle.
it right.
But so you're sort of getting used to the food.
Yeah.
But what about the weather for you then?
Okay,
'Cause
that's-
you're a Californian boy.
I'm a California boy. Yeah, that's something new. I would say it's really cold a lot of time of the year, which I do like it. I get to we like vintage clothes and stuff, and
Wear a jacket.
I get to wear the coolest clothes, jackets. Where in the U.S., in California, I'd be like, it's too hot. I want to wear this coat, or I'm sweating. Over there, it's really cool. I get to wear all the coolest stuff. The one thing I'm still getting used to is the rain.
Yeah.
In Southern California, if it rains, most people kind of say, I'm staying in,
Yeah.
cancel the day. It doesn't rain that much.
Yeah.
But over there, you can't live your life without the rain, So
Yeah.
you have to
Get
adapt to
get on
it.
your bicycle and head off.
Yeah,
you know?
a couple times we've been on the bicycle and I've
Yeah.
been caught in the rain.
Yeah.
It's been good.
I've had great memories of being in Amsterdam in the snow. Where Hayden was a little boy, myself, Jenny, and Hayden on our bikes in the snow blizzard. So I know what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
But it is cool.
Yeah.
But it's good that you're adapting there and everything else,
Yeah.
which is really
Yeah, I
good.
met some nice people at some of the rock and roll clubs in the area, like a lot of the guys from the Cruise In,
Yeah.
and some guys that have bands out there. And I've been trying to stay busy, with the music, and it's getting there,
That's good. That's good. So you've been here for about 3 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
And when you were here, what were you doing? I know you traveled around a little bit with
Yeah.
with Peggy. Yeah.
At first, when we got here, we went to San Francisco
Okay.
with my mom. Just took a family trip. My mom and my sister and Peggy, and we just went to some cool spots, sights to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And after that, we came back here and just seen some friends and hanging out. Took a small trip to Palm Springs for a minute.
Yeah.
And but then now for the last week, it's just been working on my truck. Really.
Well, and we did a bit of recording
And a
yesterday.
bit of recording, yeah.
so yeah, I know the truck is a big thing to trying to
Yeah.
get it finished, you know.
Yeah, that's my dream truck. So
Yeah.
every
So-
other car I've had, I'd sell it, but this one I can't.
What year is the truck?
It's a 1947 Chevrolet pickup,
Okay.
and it's a full custom chop top, custom suspension. It's been a long time coming, and it's coming out the way I want. And yeah, it's gonna be nice. In some time, it'll be done.
How close are you to finishing it? What else have you got to do?
Well, I'd say if I lived where the truck lived,
Yeah.
I'd probably be able to finish it in a few months.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
being so far away, I don't get to work on it.
Yeah.
So
It'd be
I'd say it'd take a while.
a
you
few
know?
visits.
Yeah, a few
few
visits in
visits,
some years.
Yeah, and then as I mentioned yesterday, we got together at SGV Studio,
SGV, yeah.
and we recorded 3 songs, and two of them are original, 2 of Eddie's original songs, and a great cover.
Yeah.
And good band. Who's in that band?
It's Hayden playing the bass.
I met him before. Yeah.
Yeah. Adrian is playing second guitar in some of the lead,
Mhm.
and the baritone guitar. So he's the man of many
Many
talents,
guitars.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have Bobby Green. You know, he's the OG Eddie and the Scorpions drummer.
He's the boy.
He's the man.
Bob's the boy.
And yeah, we had him to bring him back for this one.
Yeah.
He has the vibe, I think, for it.
Yeah,
You
he
know, and
does.
the sound.
He's a rock and roll drummer.
He's a rock
you know.
and roll guy.
Yeah, it was a good session, and I know for us, we recorded it yesterday. We're going to do a mix this week. We're going to get it in pretty quickly. It'll enable promoters in Europe to get an idea of what Eddie's doing with the new project. Obviously, nothing is ending with the Scorpions.
No,
This is
yeah.
just a secondary
Yeah.
project. You know,
Yeah, we're
so.
trying to get busier with the Scorpions now too.
Yeah.
I feel like for a while since COVID, you know, kind of shut down most of the world at a moment.
Yeah.
With the music, all of us kind of slowed down, and you
Yeah.
know, life was a little kind of scary at the moment.
Yeah.
But you know, now it's feels like everybody's really excited about music again.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get busier with the Scorpions. Hopefully, starting to write some new songs. Me and Slim are working on, and Chewy and Mario. And also, I have this new project because unfortunately, living so far away from the guys, I can't play all the time with them,
Yeah.
and I still want to be busy. So I thought, we'll try something new in a little different style.
Yeah.
Try to work my creative mind and see what we can come up with.
Yeah. And it's more late 50s rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm sort of
Yeah.
digging into some of the 60s as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even some of the 70s. I with this new project that I'm doing, it's I kind of want to be open to everything, you know.
Okay.
I don't want to be just stuck in like the rockabilly kind of
Yeah.
sound. I want to just see what comes of it. You never know, you know.
Yeah. So what will that project be called?
Just under my name, just Eddie Lopez.
Okay, it'll
That's
just
what
be
we're gonna go with.
it'll be Eddie Lopez. That's cool. So maybe this is a good time to pause for a moment. Do you feel like singing a song, seeing you happen to have a guitar in your hands?
Yeah, where did this come from?
I don't know. Magic.
Oh,
Magic.
man.
So what are you going to sing for us? Is it original or what are you going to do?
I think we'll sing an Eddie and the Scorpion song that I've been.
Sounds great.
It's one of our new songs.
Yeah.
It's called Across the Sea.
Okay. Yeah,
And,
that's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think we'll do that.
Okay. You
And,
take it away, young Eddie.
The little thing about this guitar, this was one of the first guitars I've owned, and it's been on 2 Eddie and the Scorpions records, actually.
It has.
And it looks like shit, but it's just it's treated me well.
Give it a shot.
I got a woman that's across the sea. I only wish that she will wait for me. I got love, but my heart's in pain. I got love, and I know she feels the same. I got a woman that I adore. I only wish that I can hold her close to me, 'cause I need my baby. Can't you see that I need her here with me? I got a woman that's across the sea. I only wish that she will wait for me. I got love, but my heart's in pain. I got love, and I know she feels the same. Hey, why must it be this way? Why must it feel this way? Why must it be this way? Why must it feel this way? Why must it feel this way? Why must it be this way? Why must it feel this way? Why must it be this way?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's great. It's a great song.
yeah, we wrote that one together, me and Slim.
Yeah, it's a great song.
And we were actually trying to play a cover when we decided to make that song, and we were shit at the cover.
Okay.
And it just became an original after that.
It's great. It's a great song. Great song. Is it about anyone?
It's about my fiance. Yeah.
Does she have a name?
Peggy Lee. Miss Peggy Lee.
It's about Peggy.
Rep's saving me in this.
I know that. I'm helping out here. I don't want him sleeping in a cold bath in Holland.
I know. I'll freeze.
It's a great song. I want to go back a bit further. So, just I mentioned to people, when I first met Eddie, he was a little baby, and I mean a baby. He was what? Were you about 2 years old?
Yeah, I was a kid. Yeah.
Eddie's dad used to put shows on in Modesto, isn't that right?
Fresno.
Oh, Fresno,
Yeah, Fresno.
In Fresno. And I think, was it an Omar show or a Dustin show?
Probably both. Omar and Dustin both came over a lot.
Yeah, we did that. What was that Chinese restaurant called?
It was Tokyo Garden.
Tokyo Gardens.
Yeah.
We went down to do this show. At the time, I liked alcohol, so we all got really fucked up, up. Went back to Eddie's house. And
I was asleep inside, probably.
Yeah, Eddie was in bed asleep like a little baby, and he got up and was running around with the mayhem that was going on.
It was good times. Yeah,
I remember Omar jumping into a pool, and the pool had no water.
It was green water.
Yeah, it was green water. And he jumped in and he cut his foot really badly.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Well, you were little, but yeah. So that's when I met Eddie, which must be. Again, I date everything pre-Hayden, so it was over 20 years ago.
Yeah, probably like 2004.
Yeah.
2003.
Yeah, so about 23 years ago. So that was a long time. And then, and then we would see you occasionally. We'd see your dad occasionally.
Yeah. My dad always booked bands, wild bands, and everybody. And they always seen you guys in Viva.
Yeah.
And we moved out here. Years later, and then it was kind of the peak when the Wild movie came out, Los Wild Ones.
Oh, okay.
So that was kind of what got me the buzz of wanting to play more,
Okay. So okay, let's go. When you were like at school, what type of music were you listening to? And I'm asking not as a leading question, because I with the other people, just did something with Eddie Clendenning recently, and Marlene and Ryan, of course, and I'm curious to what people listen to, if they ever listen to anything other than rock and roll, and what other types of stuff. I mean, what do you dig when you're not just listening to rock and roll? What other shit do you like?
With me, I listen to everything.
Okay.
I try to just have an open mind for so much music.
Yeah.
As a young kid growing up, some of my early influences on just music, period, was soul music, oldies.
Okay.
The rockabilly was always there, For me, I kind of grew up with it, but my grandmother back in the 60s was a singer of a soul band in Central Valley.
Wow, that's cool.
So she played at all the major clubs out in Fresno back in the 60s and 70s. And so soul music was kind of highlight of my childhood. We listened to the ballads, the fast stuff, a little rock and roll, but it was just always there, Yeah. And then as a young kid growing up, I was listening to getting into my own style of music. I mean, there was the pop music coming out at the time, and one thing I do have to say is some of these guys will probably be like, what, you listening to that? Because I used to listen to a lot of Bruno Mars.
Okay.
Because it's really if you listen to some of his music, it's real rock and roll. It's pretty cool stuff. And for like a pop music stuff, that took me at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, from there it just went crazy. You know, I got into rhythm and blues, early Elvis, down into even some '90s hip hop,
Yeah.
East Coast hip hop. So for me, it's varied. It's gone through every. I've tried to listen to every decade and every genre,
Yeah.
even if I don't know it. I'll listen to it once to find out if I don't like it.
Yeah. And
You
that's
know?
it. That's a great thing. And I think it shows in the originality of the songs
Yeah.
that you understand music in general, because all of us, I mean, as you know, I'm pretty eclectic myself, and I listen to anything with guitars,
Yeah.
anything. I don't like everything, but I do try to listen to everything. So, and I know that we're going to get you involved in the upcoming lookout, where we're going to try and make that happen. We're doing a lookout later in the year,
Nice.
so we'll try and coordinate it when you're back visiting or
Yeah.
something. So I know you wanted to do the last one, but unfortunately it didn't work out in the end. I can't remember why.
I think everybody was just timing with like the dates was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there will be a new one. So you went to school in Modesto?
In Fresno.
In
Yeah.
Fresno, I
Grew
keep
up in
getting mixed up.
Fresno.
Yeah.
Up until I was about 12 years old. Then we moved to Montclair, Pomona area in
Yeah,
Southern California.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I kind of grew up my childhood in Fresno and my young teenager, adult age, and out here in Southern California.
Okay. And then, so when did you decide you wanted to be in a band and sing? What happened there?
Yeah, well, at a young age, I always kind of wanted to play guitar. I thought that was the coolest thing, but I was still a kid. I didn't know how to put effort into focusing.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that, like, it was a guitar in the house. Nobody played it, but it was always there. I messed with it. Early on, I wanted to play the bass. I wanted to be a bass player. You know, I wanted to be the rockabilly kid with the upright.
Yeah.
I was not a good bass player. I think I sent you videos of me trying to
Yeah.
give me a job on Wild Records
Yeah.
doing something.
I remember.
Yeah, and it was really bad.
Well, you were trying.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I think one of my biggest influences in the rockabilly world was Omar Romero.
Yeah.
Like that was the coolest thing to me, you know, watching somebody that was also like a Chicano
Yeah.
coming from Southern California that looked like Elvis and played just music that was even tougher.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought that's just so cool. I want to do that. That was one of the things that gave me the driving ideas. Like I want to play rockabilly. I want to be a singer of a band.
Well, that's a cool thing. I mean, it's a cool thing to hear that Omar was an influence for you to get become a performer, because we both know that Omar Romero as a guitar player is one of the most unique guitar players. Omar wouldn't say that he's a Grady Martin or anything, and I'm not into that personally, but he's a great rock and roll guitar player, and I think he influenced many people, and he still influences a lot of people.
The tone of his guitar just screeches your ears, but it's so cool.
Yeah. You know, because when we first started recording, the idea was, because I don't like electric rhythm guitars.
Yeah.
So for me, the idea was, myself and Omar, we worked it out, that the electric guitar should attack and then get the fuck out of there. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Omar does. And that's what he does so well.
Yeah.
Is it sits back, and then when it comes, it's going to kick you in the fucking teeth.
Yeah.
And that happens with Eddie and the Scorpions. You know, that's the sound, is attack.
You know, it's a lot of the early Wild Records influences. Well, a lot of the early Wild bands influenced us with Eddie and the Scorpions. We also with Slim, you know, he grew up listening to some of the Wild stuff as a young teenager.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, we want to do that. You know, with the High Spring Ramblers, with Lewis and the Wildfires.
Yeah,
and
Dustin Chance, of course.
Dustin Chance was
the king.
All that stuff. Chewing the Bobcats.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite guitar players is Santiago.
Yeah, Santiago.
He's just so smart with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know, it's great because you're citing those influences for you. And it's great now that you're seen as an influence to the newer acts, you know, Avi Viva and all the other new bands coming on board for the label. They now reference Eddie and the Scorpions, the Desperados. That's the new wave, which is a great thing. That's something
I think
that's
it's
really
crazy,
cool.
you know?
Yeah, it's really cool. So you start hearing some Omar and stuff, and then you decided, hey, I want to do it. So what was the next step though? Like, how did you reach out, find musicians, like that early thing?
Yeah, well, early on, like I kind of was wanting to start a band playing the bass, you know, and I would post online, on Facebook, or is anybody want to start a band? Hit me up. I post videos of me playing.
Yeah.
I actually met one of my good friends, Squints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, man, like, you know, he kind of was like, I have an idea of jamming because I don't know what kind of band we want to start, but let's just hang out, you
Yeah.
know."
Yeah.
And Squints, I was like a kid. I was like 14 years old.
Hmm.
Squints had just turned 18, I think. Me, him. That's when I first met Bobby and Adrian,
Yeah.
and we started going out to Viva Cantina, to the Wild shows, River Martini shows.
Hmm.
That's actually where I met Slim.
Oh, okay.
So I think the story goes is that I was standing there after the Downbeats had just played,
Okay.
and Sebastian was helping the Bobby and Sam load up the bass and the drums. So he handed me his guitar. He's like, "Hey man, watch the guitar for a minute."
Hmm.
So I was just like, "Oh, okay." Standing there, Slim's like, "Hey man, you're holding a guitar." Like, yeah. He's like, "Play me a song." I'm like, "Oh shit, this is Lou Ferns of the Desperados
Yeah.
asking me to
Celebrity.
play a song." Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, "Play a song now, do it." So I played Blue Days and Black Nights with Buddy Holly,
Okay.
like rhythm, and just sang a little bit. And he's like, "You need to start a band." And I was like, "Oh well, maybe, I'm trying to find people. Every time I see them at another event, have you started a band yet?" I was like, "No." "Have you started a band yet?" "No." Then eventually he kind of was like, "Come to my buddy's house on Monday and we'll jam."
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay." So that whole weekend before, I practiced and I wrote a song in my head, like, okay, maybe I'll come with something. And we went to Chewy's house actually. And Chewy wasn't even a bass player at the time. He kind of played in back in the days, but he stopped for a long time.
Yeah.
So we went to Chewy's house, and somebody's bass was left at his house. So it was like, "Chewy, jump on the bass for this song." And Slim was playing something on guitar, and I wrote I think a simple song about making like playing 45s.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that was like one of the first songs we made, and we never record. Well, we recorded it and put it on Facebook and
Yeah.
YouTube, but yeah, from there we just started meeting up at Chewy's house every Monday for about a year and a half
Right.
of just practicing making songs. We didn't play any gigs, just every Monday,
Yeah.
and it was like a party because after that, everybody in Santa Ana who was friends at the time would come by and get completely wasted. There's some days where everybody would just get drunk,
Yeah.
and we'd just sit there, me and Slim, trying to play some songs. And
Yeah.
I was a kid. "You want a drink?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Good answer."
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So then that developed into the first album we did.
Yeah.
What was that called again?
The first album was called Better Beware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we released that? Because I'm old. I don't
It
remember.
was in 2018.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I maybe 2000 and early 2019. I can't really remember.
Okay. Around then. Yeah.
I think it was, yeah, because we recorded it. I was 17.
Okay.
Then I turned 18 when it came out, I believe.
Okay. And obviously since then you've done every major festival in Europe, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Viva Las Vegas, what, 2 or 3 times?
Oh,
Twice?
I think like 8 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
at least 6 times.
Yeah.
I can't remember. We did it every 2 years consecutively
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah. Even when after you got kicked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My good friend now is Rubian
Yeah.
and Tom Ingram. They've, I pushed the line to them a little too much. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we all talked about it, and we're all friends.
There was no problem. A year later, they made that call to
Yeah.
myself saying they want and
Yeah.
want and needed Eddie and
I'll
Scorpions on
tell
the
you,
festival.
don't mess with Viva Las Vegas rules. If you're young and you want to party, keep it chill.
Yeah. Or not, but
Or
yeah.
not.
Yeah, or not, but yeah. So so you return to Europe on Saturday, and then you have anything lined up? I'm sure I've seen a couple of flyers. Or
Yeah,
something,
so with the new project, we don't have too much lined up. I kind of was, I guess I would say I was a little hesitant bringing it out yet, just nerves.
yeah,
Does
yeah.
it sound
Something
right?
new. Yeah.
But now after recording and playing some gigs, I'm like, well, we're going to have to do it. I got some buddies out there that we've been also practicing the set with, and they've been helping me work on some of the songs.
All right, great.
They live in Amsterdam, so I'll start booking some stuff. But we do have a tour with Kid James planned.
That's right.
It's
yeah.
a kind of short tour, just a few gigs,
Mhm.
but he'll be in for the Rock and Resort
And that's in April, isn't it?
in April. I'm
Yeah.
not playing at that one, but after that, we're going to play in Stuttgart, Germany.
Yeah.
And then we'll be playing in Tours, France.
Okay.
I think there's a couple more on the line, not too
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I think there's still Tony in Holland is working on some more
Yeah.
shows as well. So that Kid James plays at the Rock and Resort,
Yeah.
and then does a tour with Eddie and the new band. Eddie, would you mind doing another song maybe?
Yeah, sure.
And
Maybe a song from the new record, or
that'd be great. Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay. I have never played these songs on the acoustic, so let's see how it goes.
Give it a shot. What's it called?
This one is called we'll call it the Devil Woman one, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. This one usually has 2 guitars, so bear with me. Legs crossed with your hands beside. You act so tough, I'm sure it ain't no lie. With a body that's twisting next. You look so good, who will it be next? Devil woman, please make a fool out of me. Oh, devil woman, make a fool out of me. Lock my heart and never set me free. Devil woman, make a fool out of me. Take my love and never let me be. Oh, devil woman, make a fool out of me. Oh, devil woman, make a fool out of me. Lock my heart and never set me free. Devil woman, make a fool out of me. Take my love and never let me be. Oh, devil woman, make a fool out of me. Oh, devil woman, make a fool out of me. Oh, devil woman, make a fool out of me.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
No, it's great. It's great. And we recorded that yesterday.
Yeah.
So that'll be out. We're looking at maybe June, I think.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We'll have it out in June. Our manufacturing plant is actually in Holland. You know this.
Yeah.
It's in Haarlem. So that's going to be easy for you. You can get on the fucking train and go and pick up the new pressing.
I think where it's at, I think it's only like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
So, yeah.
So that'll come out as Eddie Lopez with the new band recorded here in Los Angeles. And it's may end up being a 3-track EP if we can fit them on.
Yeah.
So it'll be an A-side. That would be the A-side and 2 tracks on the B-side. So
yeah,
it's good.
for sure.
So Eddie, it's been great to talk to you. It's interesting that I've known you almost your whole life, you know,
I know.
Which is crazy. So,
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's really great to see that you're happy and your girl is such a nice person.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Life is takes its turns, but I feel like I'm in the right direction now.
Yeah.
And it's everything's going smooth, you know. It's going good.
Well, I'm very jealous that I'm not living in Holland with the current political climate here. You know.
Oh yeah.
It is somewhere. I think I told you. I was telling you yesterday that I think eventually myself and Jenny will end up in Holland. You know.
Yeah.
Hayden's in love, so you know he may not want to leave. But you know, we've no plans to leave in the near future. But I think down the road, you know, it's a good place to live.
Yeah, it's crazy because being out there, you know, meeting a lot of people. A lot of people are kind of interested. You know, someone moving out there from different places. They ask me, well, did you leave because of the current stuff going on in the world? And I'm like, well, I didn't leave because of that. I left because my girlfriend lives there, or my fiance now. Yeah. And I wanted to be with her. But I would have to say it wasn't anything that kept me here. It didn't make me want to stay so easy. You know?
It was a good time.
Yeah, you know.
It was a good time. So look, obviously we wish you well. We love you very much. Yeah. And we're looking forward to the bright new future. And I can't wait to go to Holland for a big wedding. Oh, I've already bought my suit. I'm ready to go, you know. So, no, it's good. Eddie, we love you, and we hope everything continues going really great for you, okay? Thanks for today. This is Eddie Lopez, or Eddie the Scorpion, okay? All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and the songs were great. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, folks. Bye.